It's finally time to revamp Tempest, my 2001 Audi TT 225. Now, the last time you guys saw this car, it needed an engine because of low compression on cylinder 4, sadly. So since then, I've picked up a block for 500 bucks, so we're gonna have to throw it in this bad boy. I gotta remove this front clip. I have to take the engine out. It's gonna be a process. Let's revamp this TT with as small a budget as we possibly can because I am freaking broke. So we're gonna try and get this running in at least 48 hours with no money. Let's do it. Where the fuck is Jerry?
All right, I'm awake. What are we doing?
We are pulling this engine, baby.
Oh boy.
Yep, we got a whole front end to remove.
I'm gonna try my best here.
Yeah, Jerry just got up from a long nap. He's been asleep since the last video.
We started by removing some covers, getting the car off the ground, removing the wheels, and draining some fluids. Then it was on to removing the bumper.
Delivery! Look at that fresh, clean oil. It's literally gold. She's all loosey-goosey. Good luck aiming that.
I should see a doctor. She's out.
Word. Here you go. No, that's not it. Excuse me. Just trying to find the nut.
Nut. You know, they make a pill for that.
What did you do?
I just kind of lined her up and...
Trying to find it with my hand first. Oh.
Bologna sandwich for these trying times.
That was complicated. Yeah. Should be it. Time for some lunch. Give her a good yank and a spank. Still held on by something?
Mm-hmm.
There it goes. She's getting hung up on something, I guess.
Not anymore.
Not anymore.
Oh, hello.
My intercooler Intercooler johners. There's that.
Ta-da. Now it's lunch.
Now lunch. So we got the bumper off, and we got axle bolts off, we got the front wheels off. I got the battery out and I put it on a charger, so that way maybe we can save that battery. So the next steps we're gonna take is probably gonna remove these headlights. We gotta remove the core support and get all the hoses and electronics in the front here, yada, 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 yada. So let's get that off now, shall we, Jerry? What do you think?
Let's get this bread.
We're gonna get this done by tonight, you think? Huh?
I want to push for it.
Yeah?
Truly, I want to push for it. Done in a day. I think we can do it. I think we can do it.
Maybe.
I think we can do it.
Here she comes. Oh yeah. Oh, there's all the coolant.
I think there's a little bit more at the bottom.
Oh, get that fan wire in. Yeah. Hey, I heard a pop.
One more. You got a temp sensor or something?
Oh shoot, there's another AC line too. Look at us go. We're like two peas in a trippy far out pod, man.
Yeah, man.
Pull that sucker right off, baby.
Oh yeah. She's free.
Oh! Front end down. Oh yeah. Look at that. There we go. Rest it right on the crash bar. Sort of.
Yeah, she's good.
Whew. Look at that. She gone.
Ta-da!
Now we got all this. Yeah. Whatever. We're done. We got the core support out.
As you can see, nothing.
No front end.
Where'd it go? It's over there.
Okay, so next steps, I think we got to take this boost hose out here, or not boost hose, intercooler piping, and basically just start tearing everything down to the point of removal at this point. As far as we can possibly get, I'm trying to not remove everything because I want to pull the engine out and then swap everything over to that block there. 500 bucks.
Oh yeah.
Look away. Look alive. Onward and upward, or downward, because this car's a downhill nightmare.
We removed the battery box along with the air intake for some better access. We removed any brackets and vacuum lines that were attached to the intake manifold so that we can remove it to gain access to the wiring harness underneath. That is when Jerry made a discovery about my empty wallet.
Look at all the new stuff on here.
Yeah, pretty much everything around the engine is new. How depressing is that? That the engine is what failed next. Pretty much. I mean, even the suspension's all brand new. It's all new wheel bearings, all new coilovers, Powerflex black bushings. This thing's modded to the nines. It's just the engine was like, you know what? No.
Are you happy to be taking your intake manifold off again?
Oh, no. I'm not happy to be taking. Oh.
It's right behind the coolant fan.
I'm not happy to be taking this entire engine out after we honed and put new rings in it and stuff. Okay, buddy, I got 2 more 10s to go on this intake manifold, and then you're pretty much clear to start unplugging stuff.
Okie doke.
There we go. 1 manifold complete. And that unveils pretty much everything for us at this point.
Woo!
Boost pipe almost out.
Yes, last bolt.
Last bolt. Hallelujah. Oh, there's another bolt over here.
Is there?
Yeah.
For God's sake.
In the back side here.
I've got a pretty good shot of the backside.
Bonk.
1 intake pipe removed. Well, it's starting to come together, that's for sure. So I guess we can kind of work on getting some of this wiring out of here. Should be able to up and out of the way, essentially, from the top side here. And then beyond that, I guess then we start working on other mechanicals like the shifter linkage and stuff like that. I gotta take this charge pipe off. And then I think we're almost ready.
We're getting there. You're gonna be taking this charge pipe with you.
Oh, okay. Well, then we should be good. Ta-da!
Charge pipe.
1 charge pipe removed.
We removed the coil pack wiring and any others from under the intake manifold and fished them over to the driver's side fender out of the way. I did it this way to try to reroute some of the rat's nest of wires when we reinstall the other engine. But there's one wire loom I couldn't manage to fish out, the oil level sensor.
Hey, we can unplug that. Oh, that was right in my mouth. I now know what oil tastes like.
Like
Like So it's another day, and I'm Jerry-less, unfortunately, but we're still gonna keep going, and Jerry might be back this weekend if I don't have this almost wrapped up or ready to go back in the car. But we'll see, I don't know. But everything up to this point was actually quite easy. A lot of it's just taking stuff off and doing it by eye. So like seeing what would be tugging if you're trying to pull the engine. Like wiring, that's a start. Like some of this stuff was obviously in the way. I know it looks like a big jumbled mess, but but most of this sat right under the intake manifold here to go to like the alternator and the AC compressor. And then some of it went to the fuel injectors here, and some of it went to the coil packs up here. It didn't really go very far. The only issue that I had is that there is one branch from this loom that goes to the back of the engine. And it looks like it's for the oil level sensor, and it's bolted up toward like down the bottom and then clipped on the way up the engine. So unfortunately, the only way I can get to that, it looks like, without taking a whole bunch of stuff off from the back, which I don't want to do because I want to make this as simple as possible to swing out and in, is I'm going to have to pull the engine a little bit just to get it forward a bit so that I can get access to the ground that's back there and the oil level sensor like brackets that are clipped onto the engine block itself. So the next steps I got to take are going to be the downpipe, because this is where we left off, obviously. I have to take off the downpipe still. I have to take off the drive shaft. I have to remove the axles. And I think a little couple like bits and bobs, like there's a power steering line down here that needs to be disconnected. I have to remove the line that goes to the bleeder block for the transmission, which goes to the clutch slave cylinder on the inside of the car, I believe. So I got to remove that. I have to disconnect the shift linkages, pop them off the transmission so they don't tug. And I think we're almost ready after that to disconnect the engine mounts, get it on a chain, and well, get it on a chain first, then disconnect the engine mounts and pull this sucker out. So it's coming along. The OG 1113 car, it's getting a full revival. Look at her go. It's been sitting long enough.
Yeah, look at her go.
This car has been sitting for what, 2 years now, right? No,
No, you've had it for 2 years.
I've had it for
It's been
2 years,
sitting
yeah.
For a year.
It's been sitting for a year. So I've had this car on the back burner because obviously other projects have taken place, other opportunities that we just had to take because we'd be dumb not to. But I think it's finally time to get back to the roots with this car. So I guess let's keep working, shall we?
This is the home stretch. I removed the shifter cables and unbolted the mounting brackets from the transmission. Then I unbolted the drive shaft from the top due to lack of room underneath. While back there, I removed the downpipe from the turbo, and lastly, I removed the axles from the car. Time to hook up the chain and engine hoist, unbolt the engine mounts, and yank this 1AT out. When I first got this Mk1 Audi TT, it needed a head gasket, but it was tricky to finally get to that diagnosis because it did not have an oil and coolant mixture. Instead, it was leaking combustion chamber gases into the cooling system. But my symptoms were overheating at idle and heavy load with no cooling fans coming on. So needless to say, there was a lot to fix before discovering the head gasket issue. In the process of replacing the head gasket, I took it a step further and replaced the piston rings, honed out the cylinders, and installed forged connecting rods, but unfortunately, the block was already warped and overheated too much, causing excessive blow-by past the rings during a leak-down test on cylinder 4. So my plan is to put in this used engine for now and send this block out to get machined and build a better bottom end. I'm hoping to eventually get some more power. But getting this car to a running and driving standpoint is more important right now. To me, the Audi TT is an all-time favorite platform. The name itself is a homage to the legendary Tourist Trophy motorcycle race, better known as the Isle of Man TT. The name refers to the NSU's successful history in that race, considering the NSU is a company that eventually merged with Auto Union to create Audi.
And that's a wrap. Look at that. Pulled it, finally. I ran into a few snags for sure. There was a lot of stuff that was still in the way, and there was definitely a better way that I could have done this. I definitely should have removed a lot of the hoses and stuff before I went yanking this out, because a lot of it got caught in the way and I had to remove it anyway. So I probably should have did that, but now I know for next time because I've never pulled a 1AT. So you live and you learn, I guess, right? Few things that I did run into though. My axle fell apart when it came out, so that was unfortunate. But I think that's gonna wrap it up for episode 1. So thank you guys so much for sticking with us and watching. This is probably gonna be a couple episodes because this is a bit of a hefty project, restoring this old TT, but you know, there's a lot of cleaning that I wanna do. There's a lot of, I wanna buff and polish those headlights and stuff like that. I have a lot of swapping to do from this engine to that engine, so it's going to be a fun process, and I hope you guys stick with us to endure vicariously through us. 2-stroke? All right. So, at the end of this build series, I would like to take this TT to a proper road and give it a shakedown, because this TT has SoloWorks coilovers, it has PowerFlex black bushings, which are like the stiffest you can get. I wanted to basically set this car up for track and street, essentially. So this is the car that I kind of wanted to go all in on. You know, a wing, front splitter, some power mods, obviously. And I wanted to do a whole bunch of stuff with this. So the suspension is already completely rebuilt pretty much. I just have to do some stuff in the back, I believe, some bushings in the back and other stuff like that. But for the most part, once this is all situated power-wise, I would like to take this for a shakedown. On a proper road, I think we're gonna take a road trip. So if you guys have any roads in mind, we already have one in mind, but what is your favorite road to hit outside of PA, if you're from here? If you're not, tell me your favorite road. So, I guess we'll see you in the next one with this super broken TT. Bye for now.